भृत्यवे ब्रह्म विद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च मंत्र नंबर 3 onwards. येन रूपं रसं गन्धं शब्दान् स्पर्शांश्च मैथुनान् एतेनैव विजानाति किमत्र परिशिष्यते एतद्वैतत् स्वप्नान्तं जागरितान्तं चोभौ येनानुपश्यति महान्तं विभुमात्मानं मत्वा धीरो न शोचति यैमं मद्वदं वेद आत्मानं जीवमन्तिकात् ईशानं भूतभव्यस्य न ततो विजुगुप्सते एतद्वैतत् यः पूर्वं तपसो जातम् अद्यः पूर्वमजायत गुहां प्रविश्य तिष्ठन्तम् यो भूतेभिर्व्यपश्यत या प्राणेन संभवति अदितिर्देवतामयी गुहां प्रविश्य तिष्ठन्ति या भूतेभिर्व्यजायत एतद्वैतत् अरण्योर्निहितो जातवेदाः गर्भ इव सुभृतो गर्भिणीभिः दिवे दिव ईड्यो जागृवद्भिः हविष्मद्भिर्मनुष्येभिरग्निः एतद्वैतत् In this mantras, this Jeev Ishwar Aikya, Jeev Brahma Aikya is talked about at different level. First is Swapnantam Jagritam Ishanam Bhutabhavyas is the Ishvara. Then at Hiranyagarbha Rupa. So, Imam Madhvadam Veda आत्मानं जीवमन्तिकात् ईशानं भूतभव्यस्य न ततो विजुगुप्सते. Then he says, यः पूर्वं तपसो जातम् अद्यः पूर्वमजायत गुहां प्रविश्य तिष्ठन्तं यो भूतेभिर्व्यपश्यत. So that Bhuta is Hiranyagarbha. Tapasah jatah, purvam jatah. And then says, Pranena sambhavati aditi. So Hiranyagarbha is both pulling striling. At Hiranyagarbha level, Taijasa, the individuality is one with him. Now at a sthul level, he is also one. And we said yesterday that there is a means for Antakaran Shuddhi called as Bhakti. And I said to you that is called as Upasana. Upasana is different from meditation. Sajatiya vritti pravaha rupaha vijatiya vritti rahita saguna brahma vishayaka manasa vyapara. Upasana and meditation are both mental activity. But when I say upasana, upasana is a mental activity centered on Saguna Brahma, centered on the form of Ishvara, which is with attributes. Now meditations which are being taught today, they are abstract, some of them. Think of a dot, think of light, be thoughtless, all kinds of meditations are going on. Those meditations do help in a way, to some extent. But that is not Shastra talks about, nor the tradition talks about. Just before 50 years, we didn't know meditation. Because this came with there is a new school of yoga. One is a traditional school of Ashtanga yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. And neo school, modern school, Asana, Pranayama, meditation. This is new school. Asana, Pranayama, and only meditation. In between, gone. Now when it is this abstract thing, when Ishvara is there in the center, that upasana purifies antakaranam also. It gives you punya karma also. Suppose one meditates thoughtlessness for 2 hours, or sakshi, what the camps are going on. Whole day you sit in a sakshi bhava. You have a back pain, be sakshi. They say that. You are hungry, be sakshi. They talk about that. What kind of sakshi, I don't know. That is, I would call it, as there is a phrase, American phrase, stoning the fellow. You stone the mind, means you make the mind inert. That's it. That cannot be objective of our survival. We exist not to become like that. Bhagavan has given a sensitivity, Bhagavan has given a sentiency, and you cannot have that. It is like saying, because they want to be like that because there is a lot of problem and stress and all that. You get relieved when you become Sakshi. It is like the Swamiji, I have migraine headache. Chop the head. It's not a solution. Remove the head. Or there is a joke, This teacher asked in the class, suppose you have some 12 bananas and you want to give 6 each, how will you give? Simple answer was to buy another 6 and give 6 each. So one student said, should the kafir? Of the 3, one fellow who is not Muslim, shoot him. You got 6 each. That is simplistic solution, as they call it. Doesn't help. You have to learn to deal with your own mind. The process of human growth doesn't lie in terms of how much money you have or you made, how much name and fame you made, how many Twitter or Facebook followers you have. This is not success. What extent you can manage your mind. you are, to what extent you are not the slave of your mind. You are not carried away by your mind. That is a success. So, our rishis talked about upasana. Saguna Brahma means keeping Ishvara in the center. This upasana necessitates certain freedom from Rajoguna. One ought to have a mind which is relatively free from Rajas, which is relatively quiet, relatively contemplative, relatively free from pressure of likes and dislikes. Mind which relatively enjoys solitude, which can sit quiet and do something or nothing, enjoy oneself. That relative quietude is achieved by previous two means of bhakti, which I said, physical karma, home yatra, etc. And indriya karma means stotra part, bhajan kirtan and japa. The support of the body and senses is gone. That when scaffoldings are removed, trapateka, they are gone. You can work only with the mind. Then they start this. And in these upasanas, the varieties of upasanas are talked about in Shastras, in Veda, in Puranas, and in tradition. Parampara, Acharyas have evolved certain upasanas and they do. And as I said, one of them is visualizing the murti, vigraha of Ishvara from top to bottom. Just visualize. Or visualizing some leela, some incident from the life of Krishna or Rama. As a baby Krishna, he has done so many exploits, like stealing the butter, or playing with the cows and teasing the cows, and all things are described in Bhagavatam. These Kathakaras describe very elaborately. So you visualize. What happens? All these make mind focused on Krishna. The purpose of Katha, one of the purpose, is to develop love for your Ishta Devata, whether it is Ramayana or Shiv Purana or Devi Purana or Bhagavatam, whatever. And when there is a love, it is easy to focus the mind. Love becomes a lubricant where mind doesn't have resistance to think about it. Therefore, they call it Prema Lakshana Bhakti. Bhakti which is characterized by love. As such, very definition of Bhakti is what Naradji said. Satvasmin Parama Prema Swarupa Ananya Swarupa Cha, Narad Bhakti Sutra. Asmin Paramatmani Parama Prema. Parama means limitless love. Limitless love means unconditioned by time, place and situation. There is love, all right, but when I am dukhi, that love gets stifled. Bhagavan doesn't do properly, like a children. When they are unhappy or mother refuses to give something, I don't like you. They have that audacity to tell sometimes, dad also. One child, mother refused 2-3 things, he said, I'm like mother threatening the child. Evening I am going to tell to your dad. He threatened her. Mom, I am going to tell to my dad about you. And the dad came from the office and he wanted to actualize the threat. So he said, Dad, I have something to tell you about Mom. He said, come on, tell me. He just freshened up. See, mom did like this, mom did like this, she's useless, number one. And the last statement was nail in the coffin. I just don't like her. Why can't I have a new mother? He said, Dad, I don't want her. Dad said, I am helpless. I too wish, but cannot. I too am fed up with her, but I can't. He said, the children to three things not given, I don't like you, I don't want you. That is not love. Love is there, but immature love. Mature love is whether she gives or not, I love you. So, Parama Prema Swarupa, Prema Lakshana Bhakti, and Ananya Swarupa, that second of these bhaktas, modern bhaktas should know. You have to discover Ishvara as Ananya, na Anya, not separate from me. Tesham gnani nitya yuktaha eka bhaktir vishishyate, udara sarva evaiti. Same, the discovery of oneness with Ishvara, whichever form you worship, that is ultimate bhakti. Now, therefore, in Upasana, Prema Swarupa Bhakti is there. But then visualizing Ishvara as different, separate from me. The next step that is therein called as Ahangraha Upasana. Totally identifying with Ishvara. I am that. I am not separate from whom I am meditating upon. Not meditating about whom I am doing upasana, that bhava. And nowadays there is a lot of murti puja and the forms. But as I guess during the Vedic Kala, the life was fairly simple. Life was fairly purposeful in a sense, only moksha kami. They lived in a simple life. So upasanas are quite abstract compared to what we have. Tadjalan ityupasita, tadvanam ityupasita. And here also, Shruti gives upasana of Virat Purush. You meditate of what? Virat. How? In the form of Agni. You worship Virat, and you do upasana for Virat. In our culture, the fire accompanies Hindu life. There is a beautiful verse in the 3rd chapter. Sahayagnav praja sruštva purovacha prajapati anena prasavishyadvam eshavottvishta kamaduk. Human beings, prakarshena jatani, special. Prajaha here means only human being, not any other animals or any other species. Prajapati, creating human being, said he created Agni also for them. So human life is all the way worshipping Yajnas. Even in Brahmacharya ashram, along with Gayatri Upasana, there is Samhita Dahanam, which student daily has to perform. After marriage, one has to daily perform Agnihotra. Then Darshapa Masha, Paurnamasa, Chaturmasya, Amavasya, etc. All depending upon the tithi, lunar calendar, some yajnas are to be performed. And marriage also is for this ritual. Actually, Patni, grammatically also, the word Patni is derived from the word Pati. Na Adesh, etc. The Panini writes, Patyuhu Nitya Yagna Sanyoge na Adeshasyat. She has to join Pati for Yagna, Nitya Yagna. Rituals. Of course, they create fire That's a different fire they create after marriage. And they are always united with fire. But then that fire is not what Vedas talk about, Traditionally speaking, a grihastha house must have two fires. One is pakashala. You have to cook daily. That fire is there. Even today, even Saurashtra villages, Satam Atham, this Shitla Satam, the previous day of Janmashtami, that's the only day they sort of extinguish fire. Extinguish in a sense, they cover up those charcoal with ashes. The dormant fire is there only on the previous day, and next day onward they start cooking. And if you ask them, when did you get this fire? Every mother-in-law passes that fire to daughter-in-law. Second fire, pakashalayam, yagnashalayam. Every home used to have a place for ritual, yagna. Because Agnihotra is to be done daily. And that fire is there from beginningless time. That father hands over to son, and mother hands over that fire to daughter. Both are not there nowadays, because new fire has come. Gas and all that, So they need not have this combustible thing, wood and all that. Even in US, you don't have to light the fire in wood. Electric furnace is there. It looks like fire, but there is no fire. It heats up the home. That's okay. You see, people hold on to forms. The idea was you should feed people. The idea was that you should eat at home and feed people, that's all. Not that you must have fire. That's of no use. And therefore, Atithi Devo Bhava. And you should eat the freshly cooked food. Stale food is called tamasic annam. So, Puja Swamiji often used to tell, he was born and brought up in a traditional Brahmin Iyengar family, Tamil Nadu. 100% Pakka tradition. And being the eldest son, he has seen all and lived the rituals. Born in somewhere 1915 or something. So, 15 or 10, I guess, 10 it was. Maybe, 1922 or something, whatever, forget it. 28, yes, I am calculating reverse. He was at 84, 28. So he had seen, so when he went to US, first time, to somewhere in 77, 78 or so. And then this lady said, I am going to India. She said, what your husband will do? Then she showed him, this is for 21st, this is for 22nd. They cook and put it in deep freeze. And that fellow has to take out every day's packet. Fixed thali and fixed menu. No change in menu, no change in thali. And I know I don't want to reveal that name because some of you may meet that fellow. Poor lady is over enthusiastic, over protective. So she keeps coming and keeps cooking. He says, sir, you're so kind, you're cooking for me and this, that. It's so nice, I am saved from food from hotels, blah, blah, blah. Moment her plane takes off, the fellow goes to hotel. Suppose she is in India for 1 month, for 25 days she doesn't touch it all. And on the 26th or 27th day, for 2 days he invites friends for party. And disposes of the whole blessed thing. is a foodie guy, he loves to eat outside. And she is a kartavyanishta sannari, pativrata sannari, I have to cook for you. All kinds of. That fire is Pakashala and Yagnashala. During Muslim rule, when they were cruel towards Hindu, not intolerant, cruel towards the religion, the visible forms vanished. Yajnas or rituals, and then some festivals based on ritual vanished. During 14th century, end of it almost, or even whole beginning, to 16th century, across India, bhaktas came out. Different bhakti sampradaya, modern. Every state had one bhakta who gave some form, but it was not visible. Just wear kanthi, do japa, do this Brahm Sambandha. So only Udaka Kriya, the things to be done with water remain. Fire disappeared from the home. Because of Muslims. Because they used to convert, they used to put extra tax on it. If you are a Hindu, you have to pay this tax, etc. So this went off, and now with urban culture, urbanization, metro life, it is not possible to maintain yajna at home, especially in a Western country. The siren will blow off and police will come and fire brigade will come suddenly. We just light. Sometimes you make Gujarati vagar inside, outside. You fry the things, it makes noise. So, this, our ashram, some senior devotees, old devotees would come when Silvani ashram was made. Puja Swamiji had kept them 3-4 rooms where telephone was there. And then they was told, you can call up. And without being told, they were enthusiastically, they want to call home. Now, India code is 91. And 911 is police. Every week they used to come because he'll dial 911. Police, boom! Will come at 10:30, 11 because they think I can call up. Similarly, when Indian woman goes and fries the thing, boom, starts. So this fire doesn't work. So they have this, they are evolving new form. So if not these two fires, we can create third fire. Both of us, at least some fire should be there in the home. That's all they do. So, Stri marriage is for these rituals. Life is with Agni. Now understand what is Agni. We'll see in this mantra connection. Agni is the first element with form. Akasha is formless. Vayu is formless. But the presence of Vayu is felt. Subtle but felt. As I seeing the leaves moving or feeling in the skin, there is cold wind, etc. And the first, but also doesn't have a form. Vayu doesn't have form. The first form is fire. So Vayu symbolizes subtle, samasti subtle, Hiranyagarbha. And Agni symbolizes Vishwa or Virat Purush. The samasti, that 11th chapter, Virat Purush, is invoked in what? Fire. So the fire worship is there. Nowadays there is a tendency to scientifically justify everything. They don't study Shastra. We do this tikka and then there is a lot of SS come. When you do this tikka, there is this chakra and this chakra is cooled down and this effect happens. And if you have kumkum, this chakra is ignited, it helps in Kundalini Jagrutam, or kind of. So, I mean, why should, first of all, that I have to prove that this is scientific, that itself shows that you are under pressure. This is my faith. Scientific or unscientific, this is all it is, full stop. But they want to show off, like those people. Those who have not owned up their riches, they always want to show off. I am so rich, I am so rich, I am so rich. I am connected with some, they will have all fingers with diamonds and necklaces. Not simple thin chain, but a thick chain, like dog's belt. So thick, they have to show it off. They have to throw some names to prove that I am somebody. Why should you? This is what it is, whether you believe or not, or you accept or not, hell I care for. Every religion has something or other. Like when they do namaz, they always face Makkah. That angle they have to put. Why you face Makkah? Then they start saying, there are vibrations. What vibration? It is their belief. That's it. That's over. Why Christians do when they get something? As though the devil is to come and I will be protected. No, this is what they believe. Let them do that form. By those form they are invoking their Bhagavan. As simple as that. But somehow we Indians are trying, why we wear kundal, why we are doing this, why we do this, everything they try to justify. But not knowing the fact, fire is worshipped as a symbol of Virat, first form. When I worship fire, all form stands worship. Every given form is what it is because of fire. When the Jivatma leaves the body, within 6 to 8 hours the shape of the body changes. Because fire is gone. Immediately body's shape becomes shapeless slowly and slowly. That is fire. So worshipping fire means worshipping all forms of Ishvara. Ishvara is all form. Same Brahman appears as Ishvara. Same Brahman is Hiranyagarbha. Same Brahman is Virat. And same Brahman is whole Jagat. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Akhila Brahmandama ekatu Sri Hari Jujve Rupe Ananta Bhasa. So it is same. So seeking the grace of Vishwarup Bhagavan. And just by the way, there are 3 popular forms for Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa means total. One is fire. We will see in this mantra. Vishwarupa, second form is Omkar, Japa. When you say Om, all the names are included. All the forms are included by chanting Om. And the third thing is worshipping cows, Gomata. Gomata is a symbol of Virat Purusha, Vishwarup Purusha. There are glories, stutis in Vedas which talks about that all devatas are residing in Gomata, in cow. So that Vishwarupa of Ishvara, to see him in all forms, these eyes cannot see. They are limited. Arjuna had asked for, Bhagavan said, Dadami te divyam chakshu. He wanted to be given a special eyes, special capability to see. And so Then he could see. But all don't get those special capabilities. So where to see? Where to see Vishwarup Bhagavan with this charma chakshu, with this ordinary eyes? It is God. And there is a big description which Anga, which Devata recites. But then it is said that Gomutra is Gangaji resides in her Mutra. And the cow dung is Lakshmiji. Therefore, our every ritual we spread cow dung. Otherwise it is fecal matter. It is something inauspicious. It's not good, but cow's dung they spread in yagna, and every home in South, Karnataka, some village, Tamil Nadu, even Telangana, etc., they do rangoli, but not on the floor. They will smear the floor with a thin layer of cow dung and then do the prayers. Lots of research are also there on cow dung. So dry dung gives you strength and it is anti-atomic and lots of things I have with me. And lots of videos also, because I was one of the team members who initiated awareness about our Deshi cows. Way back in 2008, I was chairman Gujarat chapter and national committee member. Lot of things I've done. But the cow, Gomata is Lakshmi. Gomata is Vishwarup. So therefore, if you do Pradakshina of Gomata, you have done Pradakshina. And the third is parents. That's what Ganapati taught. The story of Ganapati and Kartikeya. You do Pradakshina of whole earth. Ganapati went round with his parents. That's all. And he did. What else can he do? He can't do also. He can't run around. That too is sitting on a rat. He can't. Peacock will run faster, obviously. So people, even traditional people do Pradakshina of Gomata, and when the urine or cow dung is not available, symbolically because tail is always smeared with urine or cow dung. So they take the tail and put on mouth. This common phrase in Gujarati, because it's a Vishwarup. So Agni Upasana is Vishwarup Upasana. Therefore, fire is worshipped. Virat Purush Upasana. And that is that Virat Purush is me. That is called Ahangra Upasana. The refined form, some people have this particular Ishta Devata, Rama or Krishna or whatever, and they do Upasana, I am that, sort of. One with the Ishta Devata. That is okay, but this Ahangraha Vishwarup Upasana is there in Vedas. Okay? Identifying with what you meditate upon, what you do Upasana as myself. In other words, merging myself into totality. Identifying emotionally, not by knowledge. You are identifying with bhava. And thereby you resolve ahankara. I am not there. I am not nobody. It is that Vishwarupa working through me, etc. And that is why in puja also we have shloka. Deho devalaya prokto jivo devas sanatanaha soham bhavena pujayet Deho devalaya prokto jivo devas sanatanaha. No. So this body is alayam, is temple. Just as in temple, who is at the center? Bhagavan. It's a house of temple. Sorry, house of Bhagavan, not house of temple. The temple is a house of Bhagavan. So this body is temple. In this body I reside. That I am is Shiva. So you worship as though you are Soham Bhavena Pujayet Agnanam Nirmalyam Tyajet, something is there. So when you do that upasana, Soham, I am that, what is it that is Nirmalya? Nirmalya means that which is offered and removed from the Lord. Doing puja you get flowers and then put your head. He says by doing such upasana or such puja with this attitude, agnanam is nirmalya. Your self-ignorance is gone. Ultimately identity. But trying to gain identity through bhava. It doesn't work in a way. But that upasana will help. The difference, as I said, is meditation and upasana. Upasana necessitates Ishvara. Upasana necessitates Bhagavan. When Bhagavan is there, either you chant the name of Bhagavan or you meditate on Bhagavan mentally or verbally. That act is an act of worship, and that act removes your papa, gives you punya. When you say japa, so why you say japa, Swamiji? I say this is how take mantra from me and do japa. No, I will do my own japa. Drum, 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 grum, drum. I can do that. Focus only the thing, I can do all kinds of names nowadays children have. I came across one girl had a name Dimbha. Dimbha. So I will do Dimbha Japa. Dimbha, 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 Dimbha. I said, Hidamba or Dimba? Why Bhagavad Nama? Bhagavan is called Hari. And Bhagavan is called Hara. He is Hari as well Hara. Harati papani iti Hari. Harati papani iti Hara. His job is to remove papas. What is papam? Ultimate papam is ajnana. And secondary ultimate papam is your likes and dislikes, your subjective values, your attitudes, etc. That subjectivity is papam. Ideas, this is how I should be, this is how the world should be, this is my definition of success, all that is papam. So, ashuddhi, antahkarana ashuddhi is papam. When you chant the name of Bhagavan, he purifies your heart. Srimad Bhagavat Katha. Why should you listen Katha? In the introductory chapters, there is a verse. Pravishya karna randhrena dunoti kashmalam Krishnaha. When you listen Katha, Krishna enters into you. How? Through ears. And what does it do? Dunoti, cleans up kashmalam, the blemishes, the obstacles, the papa at antahkarana. So Bhagavat Nama Smaranam, Shravanam, Kirtanam, etc. helps the cleaning mind also. So cleaning of mind happens by Karma Yoga. Yesterday we discussed at length. Doing your obligatory duty, Nitya Naimitya Karma, with an attitude of Ishvara Arpana Bhava. With an attitude, I am servant of Ishvara. That is one. And this upasana also cleans the mind. When you do abstract, it may give you some concentration. But mind may not become subtle and mind may not become pure. That is required. You need a subtle mind, you need a pure mind, you need a focused mind. Therefore, Bhagavat Nama or Bhagavan form should be involved in meditation, so-called meditation. So, we only had those upasanas and Vishwarup upasana also ultimately. You see him as different, later on see him as oneself. Look at this mantra. Not much time left. Aranyornihito jatavedha Garbha iva subhruto garbhini bihi Dive diva idyo jagruvat bihi Havishmadbhir manushye bhiraknihi Etadvaitat Aranyornihito jatavedha Garbha iva subhruto garbhini bihi Dive diva idyo jagruvat bihi Havishmadbhir manushye bhiragnihi Etat vaitat. So he is talking about Jata Veda. Jata Veda is a name of fire. Okay? There are two words, Analaha and Anilaha in all Indian languages. Anila is Vayu. Nilayam means home. Anilayam. Nilayam na vidyate saha anila. Who doesn't have home? Who doesn't stay at one place? Keeps moving. That is Vayu. And some of the boys have the names Anil Bhai. You know, they must be MR for some medical pharmaceutical companies. Every day traveling to doctors. In this medical rep, keep have to travel. So he must be Anila. There is another word, Anala. Anala means alam na vidyate. There is no enough. Alam means enough. Alam na vidyate tasmad alala. That is called fire. Any amount of things you give it to fire, fire never says, oh, my stomach is full. Keeps on devouring. And more you give, more it wants. Suppose you give wood, it will want more. So, there is one word for fire is Analaha. And second word is Jata Veda. Jatani Veda iti Jata Veda. Fire is someone who knows all that is born. Jatani Veda. Jata Veda. How do you say all that is born is known to fire? Why? How come fire knows everything? The answer is any form. Something is born means a form is born. Nothing is born as such. New form is born. Every form is possible because of fire. Agni is a first rupa. And it gives a rupa, means form, to everything else. And once you take out that form, fire, it loses the form. Therefore, Jata Veda is fire. Okay? And he says you have to protect the fires. karmakandis also protect the fire. They have to protect. Nowadays, this closed, especially in America, they have closed Yajnashala. Glass wise, and because you can't have fire. If it is like this, and suppose there is a windstorm, fire will get extinguished. So fire is to be protected. And fire of Upasana also is to be protected. And that protected fire is you. That means Virat Purush is you. Last two mantras, he talked about Hiranyagarbha being one with Jiva at certain level. Now gross level he says, you are that fire. Okay? We'll see this mantra in the evening. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.